Hello, everyone. So, welcome. This live stream is not really all about CorelDRAW, but it's more on the Corel Photo Paint. So, if you look at my artwork here, I'm just gonna zoom in. I did this digitally, and because I'm planning to join the I don't think it's a competition, but it's a submission of photo paint entry. Not only photo paint, it's also for CorelDRAW. So I will just show you the image. So this is the image of, yeah, this is the image of the entry submission. So it just says that you have to you can submit a CorelDRAW file, a photo paint, and also a Corel designer, right? So unfortunately, I can't really submit a speed drawing because what I'm doing right now, this project of mine, what I'm doing for the submission is it really takes a lot of time. I think I have already 35 more than 35 hours already doing this, but this video is really more to explain how I did it or my workflow. So I'm just going back to my drawing here. So so this is my photo paint entry. Okay, so I just want to show them my skill in photo paint. So what I did here, so if you go to objects, so object space is kind of like layers, right? So if I turn off my lines, so all of my lines here, what I did, I put it into one layer, right, or object. So if I turn that off, just gonna turn that off. So here my background number, oh sorry, object 2 is the sketch. So this is the sketch that I did, and if you notice, it's all sketches. Okay, that's basically my initial concept. So this is the concept that I'm going to do, um, and then obviously if I just turn this on again, this is my almost finished drawing. So if I zoom in here, just gonna zoom in. It's really detailed, and I developed this style like 30 years ago, and actually I am still using this style. This is the style of like just like a ballpoint pen, but since it's digital already, I'm using photo paint for it. I'm just gonna close this now. It's not, and yeah. So I only use one tool here, which is the pen. So if I go to the paint tool, and it's a custom ballpoint pen with size number 1 for the nib size, and this is the feathering, and then I also made it in transparency 0 so that it's really black. So if you zoom in, this style of mine takes a lot of work, but I guess I like doing this because it really becomes like a like a therapy, or something that diverts my mind. Aside from graphics, I can go into my artistic way, right? So this was inspired by the title of this actually is more of social stress. So social stress in the sense of it's more on like social distraction, like in social media. And sometimes as an artist or a graphic designer, this is just my opinion, some people are too focused on social media, wherein they have to post. But what really is important is your talent, to enhance your talent. It's not really for more of publicity of your work. But anyway, that's just like a but here I'll just show you the workflow. So here, what I did here, you really have to have like a really fast computer or powerful computer, because these are millions of lines. You know, like if I really zoom in, see if I go to paint and see that, you know, right now even you can see the lag, right? That's because I'm streaming, right? At the same time streaming, but this is, it really needs a powerful computer, and I do have a powerful computer, which is an i7 and I think 16 gigs of RAM. And yeah, so I started with a sketch, overlay the sketch, and then I trace on it. And then while I'm looking at the figures, I just like add what I want to add. Like this is more surrealism, right? So and then I just build it up. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use I use my Surface, Microsoft Surface, in doing this artwork, and I'm just gonna do a demo here. So let's say, for example, I'm going to, because right now I'm in the process of finishing the background. So I use a Surface Pro 7. Oops. Surface Pro 7. And okay, sorry. And then I'm using a Surface Pen, obviously. And I'm going to click on my pen tool. Okay, so now say for example I'm finishing this background here. So I'm using my stylus now, and I hope you can see that it's roughly on this side. And say here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create some lines just to, you know, fill up the background. But this is how I do it. You know, all the lines. So basically, I just scribble like this, and then eventually I get the values. You know, the dark shade, because I want the background to recede, so I have to make it really dark, so darker than the foreground. And it really takes a lot of time, but I'm happy with that. Like I'm not really into, you know, fast artwork that you know, finishes within 5 minutes. My style is more of detail and more of really dense lines that makes me satisfied or fulfilled, knowing that I really put a lot of my time in rendering shadow. So anyway, I hope you can see it, but it's getting darker now. In the Surface Pro pen, it doesn't show the you know, the icon as a pen, because it's really for drawing. But you can see it's here. I'll use my mouse now. That's this part that I'm doing. So it's just like building up the colors. And again, I put this in one layer so that I can turn it off and turn it on again. But basically this is my process here. And then of course, when I do this, I hit my F9 just to see how it looks like, and it takes a while. And yeah, so this is the part that I'm almost done. I probably have 2 more days or 3 more days to finish this, because this will be my submission for my Corel Photo Paint submission. I decided not to submit a CorelDRAW file because I think for CorelDRAW the photo paint it's kind of not used by people, but it is powerful enough to do illustrations like this one, like artists. This is more of the fine arts wherein artists can draw. It's not more of the image manipulation, but it's really more of the artistic way. Yeah, so I always use F4 to zoom out and take a look and see how dense. Say if I really zoom in here, you can really see the dense strokes. And just imagine all these strokes. Like how many strokes will this be? I mean, I'm excited to see the finished product. I mean, the finished artwork. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't make a speed drawing because it really takes a lot of time. But yeah, and if I go here, that's a really dense. But you can see how powerful photo paint is, right? It's not only an image manipulation software, but you can also use as an artistic way. And if I go to my settings here, not really settings, I think it's under document properties. And if you look at it's almost 300 dpi. And look at this, it's 27 inches by 36 inches. And the size memory used is 1.95 gigabytes. And the size is 96 megabytes right now. I mean, this file is 96 megabytes. Now, I really need to make it big so that when I print it in large format, I can print it at 27 by 36 inches with 300 dpi, which is going to be really sharp. And yeah, since I have a large format printer, I can see how it looks like once it's printed. But yeah, so just take a look at my art. So in the finished art, this will have a lot of lines here for the background. It's gonna be like this too. I'll keep you posted. So maybe next week I will post the finished product, and hopefully I'll be selected for my photo paint. So bye for now, and I'll see you later. Goodbye. I'm just gonna zoom out here so you can see how it looks like.